Welcome guys. In this tutorial we're going to see how we can take inputs from a user. There may come cases when you want your Java program to take an input from the user. So in this tutorial we are just going to do just that. So in Java there is we will be using the scanner class. The scanner class is a versatile and powerful tool for reading and passing inputs in Java programs. Actually, the scanner class is very powerful. The scanner class in Java is used to read inputs from various sources actually. Sources like from the keyboard file or other streams. So it actually provides many methods for passing different data types such as integers, floats, doubles and strings, etc. So now in order to use the scanner class we have to import it, because the scanner class is we can find the scanner class in java.util package. So what is a package? In Java, a package is a way to organize related classes, interfaces and other resources such as configuration files and images, etc. So we are going to be talking about packages in the upcoming sections of this tutorial. So now in order to use the scanner class we have to import it using the import keyword. So we use import keyword. Then now we are going to specify the package, which is, as I've told you, it is located in the java.util package. So now what happens if I press period, we will get a suggestion of all the java.util actually. So here you see we have suggestion of all the other classes and packages we have in this util package. So now I'm just going to, as I start typing scanner, you see we have it here. So I'll just hit enter, then use my semicolon. So now to use the scanner class we first have to create an instance of the scanner class. So we use for that we use the new keyword. So let me show you how to do just that. So we use scanner like this. Then here we're going to type in the name of the instance of that class we're creating. So I'm just going to name it scanner with small s. Then here we say equals new scanner, then open and close parentheses. So what we're doing here is to create a scanner class named scanner. So there is C here actually. Then here we use the new keyword to create an instance of a class. Do not worry about this because we are going to be talking about classes and how we can create instance of classes when we come to the OOP section of this tutorial. So inside here we're going to give it an argument. So the argument we are going to give in is the input stream. So from what input stream are we going to use the scanner class on? So we use system.in. The system.in is the input stream we use for taking inputs from the user. So now I've created an instance of the scanner class. So now the next thing to do is to actually take the input from the user. But to do that now we're going to define a string variable that is going to hold the input from the input of the user. So now I'm going to define a string variable. So I'm just going to name it user input like this. So now we use the next line method of the scanner class to take inputs from the user. The next line method is used to read a line of text entered by the user. So now what I'm going to do is to use the user input, then assign it to scanner dot next line, like that. So now what I'm going to do is to print out this input received from the user. So you entered user input, and that's it, simple as that. So let me run this. And here you see we just have, there is nothing printed. That's because it is waiting for input. So let's just type something. So I will just say, hi, my name is Zayyad, and then hit enter. See what happens. See, we have, you entered, hi, my name is Zayyad. That's what we enter, right? So now let's try to take the user's name. Let's ask the user for a name, but before that let's prompt the user. So I'll just use system.out.print. Notice here I'm not going to use the print line, because here the print statement, the difference between the print and the print line is that the print line, after it prints out what you entered, it uses an end line. So after it prints out the text you put into the argument, it will break that line and then come to the next line. But this print this print method, it does not print out any new line. So what I'm going to do is to say enter your name. So here I'm just going to say, hi, your name is, then user input. So let me run this again. And here you see we have enter your name. So let's just do that. So I'll just type in my name, hit enter, and then we got this message, hi, your name is Zayyad. Cool. Let's actually do another cool thing with this. So let's also take the user's age. So I'm just going to define an integer variable. So I'm just going to user age, like this. So after we printed out this, I'm going to print out another line. Print, there's n here actually, enter your age. So we use the user age variable, then assign it to scanner dot next line. So here actually we are not supposed to use the next line method, because what we're doing here is actually we are receiving an integer value from the user. So instead here we use the next int method, next int, and you see we have this error gone because this variable is declared as an integer variable. So in the scanner it has actually, as I've told you, it has many methods. You can also take floating point inputs. You can use the next int for integer, next float for float, next double for double. But for a string, normal input, we use the next line. So most of the times you'll be using this one, but in this scenario, since we are taking the user's age and it is of integer type, so we use the next int method. So I'll just say here hi, your name is so, and you are user age, yes, old. So let's run this. And here we are asked to enter our name, so let's do that. Enter your age, so I'm just going to do that, then hit enter. And now see, here we have, hi, your name is Zayyad and you are 33 years old. That's pretty amazing, right? So now let's try to do something here. Let's take the user's birth actually, and then calculate the year in which he was born. But I'm not going to do that. I'll leave that to you as an exercise. So what I'm going to do now is to take any number from the user, and then we check if this number entered by the user is an even or odd number, and then display it on the screen. So let me clear all that. Then here I'm going to reset this to an integer variable. So let's print out a description to the user. So enter any integer or enter any number as you may prefer. So just enter any number. So user input equals scanner dot next int. As you can see, we have this next many next statement. We have the next line, which is for string, the next int for integer, next byte for bytes, and we have them here. You see all of that. So next int. So let's check if the user input what the number user imputed is an odd or even number. So we use that with the help of the modulus operator. So let's do that. If user input modulus 2, so we know that even numbers are divisible by 2, right? So even numbers are divisible by 2. That means that even numbers when divided with 2, we will have no remainder. So now let's check that. If user input modulus 2 equals 0, and once again, what is the use of this modulus operator? As I've told you in the previous video, if you do not watch it, I suggest you go back to the previous video and watch it. We talked about it in the operators section. This is actually used to return a remainder for a division. So user input modulus 2, if it equals 0, so we're going to say system.out.println. So we're going to print out the user input. User input is an even number, so else we print that it is an odd number. Is an odd number. So let's run this. And here let's enter 5. See, 5 is an odd number. Well, that's true. So let's run this again and try it for more. So let's enter an even number this time. So let's enter 8, and we see 8 is an even number. That's cool. So the scanner class is actually very powerful. As I've mentioned earlier, we can also use it to read various input streams like files and so on. We are also going to see how we are going to be using. We're also going to see how we can work with files in our Java program, but not in this section also. So this is the end of the user input tutorial. I'll see you in the next one, but before, please don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video to people that may be useful to them, because it really helps me grow, and I'll even create more video tutorials for you guys in the future. It really takes me, the only way to know that I am really helping you is to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.